Alright, welcome to today's JAMB past questions on biology. We'll be solving 2025 questions 1 to 15. I urge you to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so that you'll be among the first person that will be notified whenever we post our videos. Alright, the first question. The process that brings about the cooling effect on the body of mammals is A. Sweat excretion, B. Digestion, C. Urine formation, and D. Respiration. The correct answer is A. Sweat excretion. Number 2. Which of the following controls protein and enzyme synthesis in the cytoplasm of the cell? A. DNA, B. Nucleus, C. Chromosome, D. Mitochondria. Many students will think that the answer is ribosome, but it is not ribosome. The answer is nucleus. Ribosome is the site for protein synthesis, while nucleus is the center that controls it. The third question. Use the diagram above to answer the questions. The structure labeled I is adapted for A. Tearing, B. sieving, C. boring, D. sucking. So the structure is big. So obviously in this bed it is long and curved. So obviously it is adapted for sucking. Right, for sucking. Number 4. A complex feeding relationship between organisms in a habitat that involves transfer of energy in form of food is A. Food web, B. Pyramid of numbers, C. Pyramid of energy, then D. Food chain. The answer is not food chain because that will be the nearest answer you'll be thinking about now. The answer is food web. Food chain is a linear feeding relationship, while food web is a complex feeding relationship. Number 5. One of the characteristics of insect-pollinated flowers is A. Large anthers, B. Absence of nectar, C. Scented flowers, D. scentless flowers. Okay, it is not the first one, it is not the second one. Of course, insect-pollinated flowers should have nectar because that is what the insect will be sucking. Then scented flowers, yeah, that is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Scented flowers because the scent attracts the insects. So number 6, the process by which plants absorb water from the soil through their roots is A. Diffusion, B. Photosynthesis, C. Osmosis, D. Transpiration. Okay, we all know what diffusion is: the movement of molecules from region of higher concentration to lower concentration until they are evenly distributed. Then photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their food. Then osmosis is the movement of water molecules from region of lower concentration to higher through a semi-permeable membrane. Then transpiration is the loss of water molecules from the leaves and from the stems of plants. So obviously the answer will be osmosis, because osmosis is the absorption of water molecules. Okay, so the root hairs of the plant will actually be absorbing this water from the soil. So the answer is osmosis and not diffusion. The bright coloration of the flower of a flowering plant is an adaptation for A. Reproduction, B. Growth, C. Excretion, D. Respiration. The answer, of course, is not growth, is not excretion, is not respiration. The correct answer is reproduction. Alright, the bright coloration of this flower helps for pollination to attract insects. So the answer is reproduction. Use the diagram above to answer the question that follow. The endocrine gland that is located in the part labeled I is A. Parathyroid, B. Thyroid, C. Pituitary, then D. Adrenal. Of course, it is located in the brain. So the answer is pituitary. Okay, whenever you see something pointed at the head or towards the brain, it is called pituitary. Then the one around the kidney is the adrenal. So number 9 now. One of the components of the peripheral nervous system is A. Cerebellum, B. brainstem, C. spinal cord, and D. sensory neurons. Now you should know that the cerebellum, the spinal cord, and the brain, they are part of the CNS, that's central nervous system. So the answer now is sensory neurons. Now number 10, when the cotyledons appear above the soil during germination, it is called A. Epicotyle, B. Epigel, C. Hypocotyle, and D. Hypogel.
So hypogel is when the cotyledon enters into the ground. Then epigel is when it is up. So the answer is B, epigel. So number 11, from the diagram, we are asked to ascertain the type of teeth that is used for tearing. And from residual knowledge, you can know that the canine is used for tearing, and this is just half of the teeth, whether upper or lower. So the first two, that is I, is the incisor, while II is the canine, III is the premolar, and IV is the molar. So obviously the answer is D, and that is II, canine.
Which of these animals create their natural habitat in burrows? A. Bush rat, B. Dove, C. Chameleon, D. Snails. The answer is obviously bush rat. Dove is arboreal, chameleon is arboreal and live in thick vegetation. Then snails, of course, snails live in decaying stores like plantain plantations. So the answer is bush rat. The green-brown color of grasshopper's body in dry grass field is an adaptation for A. Camouflage, B. Predation, C. Mating, D. Mimicry. Predation is wrong, mating is wrong, mimicry is wrong. So the answer is camouflage. They want to blend with the color of their environment. Number 14, which of the following is an advantage of cross-fertilization? A. Individuals produced are less adapted to local environments. B. It leads to the production of healthier offspring. C. It leads to inbreeding depression. D. It leads to production of weak offsprings. We all know that cross-fertilization produces individuals that are more adapted to local environments. So the answer is B. It leads to the production of healthier offsprings. Number 15 and the last question. In most vertebrates, the common basic plan with a skull, vertebral column, and a pair of girdle is an example of evolution from A. Molecular records, B. Fossil records, C. Comparative anatomy, and D. Embryology. Now, molecular records deals with like the things you cannot see, the molecules. Then fossils records, that's remains of the organism. Then comparative anatomy, just like comparing the structures of the organism. The embryology is all about the prenatal development of the organism. So the answer is comparative anatomy. So we have come to the end of today's past questions. So please subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on upcoming sections. Thank you.